Welcome to Biggest Spoilars, the destination for exclusive spoilers, latest updates.
A storm is gathering in General Hospital, and it centers on one of Port Charles's most dangerous and unpredictable figures, Willow Kane. The past few weeks have escalated tensions to a boiling point, and now, everything is about to come to light. Drew Kane's long ordeal, trapped under the influence of drugs and silenced in body and voice, is reaching a breaking point. Finally, the man who has suffered in silence is waking, and his awakening is poised to ignite consequences that could shake the very foundations of Willow's carefully controlled world. On February 18th, Willow is slated to have a confrontation with Nina Reeves, a pivotal moment that may redefine loyalties and unearth buried secrets. Willow has been living a double life, presenting herself as a devoted mother and wife while manipulating her paralyzed husband, Drew. She has orchestrated an elaborate plan to incapacitate him, ensuring he cannot speak, move, or reveal the truth about what she did that fateful night when she shot him, not once, but twice. Nina, ever the protective and devoted mother, may have suspected Willow's misdeeds all along, but nothing prepares her for the full depth of her daughter's actions. Willow's confession to Nina could start innocently enough, framed as minor mischief or the result of difficult circumstances. She might attempt to downplay the gravity of her manipulations, suggesting that things are simply better now that Drew is incapacitated, that this arrangement has protected the family in some way. Yet the undercurrent is undeniable. There is far more at stake than casual deception. Willow has weaponized her position, carefully dosing Drew to mimic a stroke, ensuring he remains trapped in a living nightmare. Every injection is a calculated measure. Every motion she prevents a step towards securing her perceived future. The tension is palpable. For months, Drew has been denied the chance to speak, to defend himself, to reclaim even the smallest measure of autonomy. Now, however, whispers of awakening have begun to circulate. The seeds of truth have been planted, and General Hospital spoilers indicate Drew is about to break free from his silence. His eventual recovery, physical, emotional, and verbal, threatens to expose Willow's crimes. In a city accustomed to secrets and cover-ups, the revelation that a mother could subvert the life of her husband in such a meticulous, cold-blooded manner will shock Port Charles to its core. Yet even as the danger looms, there is a strange interplay of encouragement and warning. Willow may have counted on Nina's maternal protection, assuming her mother's support would act as a shield against the consequences of her deeds. Nina's devotion is unwavering, her instinct is to protect her children and, in her eyes, Willow. But encouragement does not preclude confrontation. Willow must reconcile the reality that every secret carries weight, and the truth has a tendency to demand acknowledgement. Whether Nina recoils in horror or assists in concealing the misdeeds, the stakes remain unaltered. Justice may come knocking at the door. Angry threats hang in the shadows, unspoken but omnipresent. Drew's eventual awakening guarantees a confrontation. The drug-induced paralysis cannot last forever. Every day Willow continues her scheme increases the risk of discovery, the danger of exposure, the inevitability of accountability. Drew may have endured months of torment, but his resilience is formidable. When he finally speaks, every manipulation, every injection, every calculated act of control will be laid bare. Willow will confront the full weight of the law, the moral judgment of her family, and the fury of a husband whose life she has systematically undermined. Moreover, the revelation does not exist in a vacuum. In Port Charles, information spreads quickly, alliances shift, and past misdeeds rarely stay hidden. Drew's awakening could implicate others, disrupt familial bonds, and force allies to take sides. Will Nina continue to shield her daughter from legal repercussions, or will she be compelled by conscience to guide Willow toward accountability? Will Willow's carefully constructed life collapse under the combined pressure of the law, family outrage, and the potential exposure of her sinister actions? This narrative arc is not just a story of deception and treachery, it is a crucible for character development, a baptism by fire for Willow, Drew, and Nina alike. Encouraging words will clash with reality. Whispered assurances will collide with irrefutable evidence. Angry threats, whether from the law, from family members, or from the betrayed Drew himself, will punctuate the drama like lightning bolts across a stormy sky. The coming days will test loyalties, force confrontations, and demand confessions. Secrets that were once manageable in shadow will demand reckoning in full light. General Hospital spoilers suggest that the revelations will have far-reaching consequences, not only for Willow but for every character whose life she has touched. Drew's voice, silenced for so long, represents the moral center of the unfolding storm. When he speaks, it will be more than an act of self-preservation, it will be an ethical reckoning. Every carefully laid plan Willow believed would protect her will be stripped away. Every lie she has spun to maintain control will be unraveled. And in the end, the truth may very well demand that Willow face the consequences of her actions, including prison time. At its heart, this storyline is a complex interplay of human emotion, fear, guilt, loyalty, anger, and the relentless pursuit of truth. It is a narrative that tests the boundaries of love and morality, demonstrating how even the closest bonds can fracture under the strain of deceit. Willow's confession to Nina is merely the catalyst, Drew's awakening is the reckoning. And Port Charles will bear witness as secrets, lies, and betrayals collide in a dramatic and inevitable storm. As viewers prepare for these explosive developments, they can expect a combination of suspense, moral confrontation, and the tension between maternal instinct and justice. The coming weeks on General Hospital promise to deliver a relentless examination of human behavior under pressure, encouraging moments of truth amidst a backdrop of angry threats and looming consequences. The return of Drew's voice and autonomy marks the beginning of a new chapter, a baptism of accountability where every character will face the fallout of their choices, and no secret will remain unchallenged. This confrontation is more than a mere plot twist, it is a defining moment for Port Charles, a test of integrity, and a dramatic turning point in the lives of Willow, Nina, and Drew. It illustrates how past misdeeds have consequences, how courage emerges in moments of peril, and how the pursuit of truth often requires facing dangers head-on. The next 2 weeks will be a storm of revelations, moral dilemmas, and emotional reckonings that no resident of Port Charles will forget. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Willow Kane will have a big reveal for Nina Reeves. Will Nina's son admit to remedying Drew Kane, or is this concession about commodity differently rather? On February 18th, Willow will indeed make an admission to Nina. GH suckers can anticipate Willow to reveal commodity that could maybe catch Nina off guard. Of course, this could be commodity simple and not truly indicting, like if Willow admits effects are better now that Drew's incapacitated, or commodity along those lines. Still, Willow is sluggishly starting to trust Nina again and knows her mama would do just about anything for her. That includes keeping felonious secrets, so Willow might decide to get commodity more minatory off her casket. Will Willow eventually confess that she's the real shooter? Part of Nina may still suspect that's true anyway, so she may not be all that surprised if her son admits to firing at Drew doubly that night. Still, Willow has taken her revengeful plot against Drew to the coming position now that she's been acquitted. Soon after Willow was declared a free woman, she fitted Drew with a medicine that mimicked a stroke. Now Willow's still pumping Drew full of that medicine regularly to make sure he can't speak or move. It's possible Willow could confess what she's really over to, especially if Nina maybe overhears her writing Drew or sees her giving him a suspicious cure. How will Nina reply if Willow spills her plan to keep Drew out of commission while she builds a better life with her children? Nina has assured Willow that her love and support are unconditional, so she might prove that's true, indeed if she's affrighted by the lengths Willow has gone to. There's no way Nina would rat Willow out to the bobbies. So she'll no doubt help Willow cover up whatever admission she's about to make. No matter what Willow ends up discovering, General Hospital spoilers say she'll indeed give Nina updates on some important news. What happened on General Hospital? In the most recent occasion of the ABC Day Cleaner General Hospital, Maxie eventually woke up from her coma and shocked Felicia. Spinelli was in shock, too, when he came to visit, but the Croakers told them that they had been soliciting for a phenomenon, and it seems the phenomenon has been granted. Maxie was snappily streamlined about what she missed while she was unconscious, including the fact that Brooklyn and Lulu have been getting on. And the fact that Nathan West is alive. Speaking about that, Brooklyn paid Lulu a visit, but that visit was an eye nature as she picked up on a vibe between Nathan and Lulu. Upon questioning Lulu, her hunch was verified that the two have passions for each other. Meanwhile, Ava paid Nina a visit as she was looking for someone to talk to about Jen Sidwell. Speaking about Jens, he was surprised when Lucy came back and apologized and asked for an alternate chance. Away, effects got real between Britt and Marco, as she tried to open his eyes and prayed him to see the light. Also there's Lucas, who opened up to Liz, and Jacinda was stunned to learn about Michael's concession with Willow. According to a new General Hospital exercise videotape, Nathan and Britt are intruded. In the rearmost General Hospital spoilers videotape, Nathan shocks Britt at the sanitarium when he tells her that Anna is claiming their father is alive. Naturally, they both have to take that with a grain of swab, considering how Faison failed. Britt is quick to point out that their father was fully obsessed with Anna when he was alive. Nathan agrees and says that's putting it mildly. From Britt's perspective, this sounds less like a rejuvenation story and more like Anna conceivably having a breakdown. Why differently would she make such a bold claim? After all, there's no real evidence that Faison is alive. Nathan admits that Anna may believe she has evidence, but he's certain it didn't come from their father. Just also, Dr. Albrecht rushes by. She's thrilled to see her son, but she also comes bearing major news. Of course, she dramatically asks if he's sitting down. Naturally, he's not. He slightly has time to brace himself before she blurts it out. Maxie is awake. Britt is stupefied. Nathan is in complete shock. So, what happens next? Maxie is stupefied. Nathan is blindsided. Rick takes Elizabeth on a date. Carly and Jason catch up. Britt takes a big threat. Laura surprises Alexis. Tracy has words for Sidwell. Rick questions Sunny. Lucas is adamant. Dante makes an admission to Michael. Willow makes a disclosure to Nina. Brooklyn counsels Spinelli. Lulu opens up to Laura. Nathan confides in Dante. Christina encourages Cody. Maxie's loved bones. Drink her home. Rick makes a stunning claim. Willow delivers news to Drew. Michael is in the hot seat. Alexis makes an observation. That's it for your General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 16th to 20th, 2026. So, what do you suppose Willow reveals? Do you suppose Marco will attack Lucas? How do you feel about Maxie's return? The drama no way stops, so be sure to watch to see how it all unfolds. What will be on General Hospital during the week of February 16th to 20th? Coming week on GH, Maxie returns home, Nina finds out something, G and further. What big event is passing coming week? According to spoilers, Luke Spencer is flashed back. Click then to follow Soap Opera News on Google News to stay up to date with all the rearmost news, spoilers, recaps, interviews, and more. Steve Burton lately took to social media to advertise that he's taking a break from his part as Jason Morgan on General Hospital. The actor revealed that he's stepping down to concentrate on family as a recently married man and promised that he'll be back in the summer. Still, rumors began circulating nearly incontinently. Burton addressed everything in the rearmost occasion on the Stone Cold and the Jackal YouTube channel. Burton explained, "Life is more important than anything differently. I had a couple superintendent directors that said, hey, family and life is way more important than any show that you're ever going to do. And that really hits home after the end of James Van Der Beek. Like this is a Joe that we grew up watching, or was, a little generation, I guess, lower than me, perhaps. I don't know." Shutting down the Enterprise he further participated, thankful for the show, obviously. "It's been my whole life, and to step down, it's not always easy. It's like family there. But I've a family too, I'm recently married. Want to take a break. Want to live life a little bit and go enjoy, And when you get on the hamster wheel of the process of this, it's been a long time. And I'm just agitated to take a break, spend time with the family, and just go live a little, be thankful that I've a chance to do that. That's a gift in itself." Burton also comforted suckers, "I know I'll be back in the summer, which is going to be stupendous. I'm sure they're going to have a great story planned." Having worked since he was 15 times old, Burton reflected that he has been doing this for 40 times. Time is commodity you simply cannot get back. And also he brought up those rumors and addressed them directly. I'm not sick. Michelle's not pregnant. And I'm coming back in the summer. I'm just agitated, man. I got an amazing woman I get to spend time with. Burton also noted that he'll continue creating content, so suckers don't need to worry about that.